My name is Christopher Helali, and I am running as a communist for Congress. Our nation faces multiple existential threats today: the climate emergency, nuclear weapons, the COVID-19 pandemic, and the increasing inequality and wars that we see both around the world and, of course, now coming home. We must understand one thing: the United States is an empire in decline. For the past 20 years, the United States has been engaged in endless wars, a war on terror that has wreaked havoc across the Middle East, North Africa, and around the world. The United States policies after 9/11 of regime change, wars for conquest, oil, and resources have meant hundreds of thousands of troops coming back home with PTSD, maimed and wounded, and thousands coming home in body bags. But for those who live in the countries that we occupy, that we invade, and that we bomb, it means millions who have died, who have become homeless, who have become both internal and now external refugees. We must realize that we face an enormous challenge ahead. The two parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, are the parties of capitalism and war. They cannot provide solutions to the problems today. They are beholden to corporations, to the military-industrial complex, and to the big lobbyists, both nationally and internationally. We must recognize that the future is either a socialist one or a future of barbarism. Our world faces a crisis, and the only solution is to move to a new model, a model that puts the dignity and the well-being of workers and farmers ahead of the profit of corporations and the needs of their shareholders. I am a first-generation American. When my mom and dad came to this country, my father from Iran and my mother from Canada, but of Greek heritage, they sought an opportunity to make a better living, but they came because of the wars of empire. Most people do not want to leave their homes. They love their land, they love their families and their communities. But the United States and NATO have wreaked havoc on dozens of countries around the world. In order to combat this, I call for the end of all the US wars, for the closing of all foreign military bases, for the abolishment of NATO. In order to change the world, we must be bold, and we must focus now more than ever on the building of a new society, on a society that puts the dignity of the workers and farmers at the forefront. And that means free, universal, high-quality healthcare, education, childcare for all people. We must cancel all the student loans and debt. We must break up the big monopolies in agribusinesses. And most importantly of all, we must nationalize all major industries. A nation with such wealth and vast resources as the United States, when given the opportunity, can rise to this challenge by becoming a powerful socialist nation. A nation that has the potential to give all workers and farmers the dignity to live in peace, in prosperity, and with the security that they desire.